What up, guys? Hank McCoy here. Hope you enjoy this live. Let's get it.
Yes, sir!
What's up? How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're having a good day. I hope you enjoy this live. So, now we've all seen the world's most famous drug kingpins and smugglers go down throughout the years. Um, you know, from guys like Pablo Escobar, El Chapo, Nicky Barnes, Frank Lucas, and Alberto Alpo Martinez. But let me ask you if you've ever seen a drug lord as ruthless as this.
Developing news in the South Bay, the San Jose Police Officers Association says it is cooperating with federal investigators after the head of the police union was charged in a drug trafficking case. The accusations involve Joanne Segovia. She is the executive director of the POA. This is her picture from her LinkedIn page. Sources tell ABC7 News Segovia is expected to surrender. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, the allegations go back years to 2015. Federal investigators say she had at least 61 shipments mailed to her home. They originated from Hong Kong, Hungary, India, Singapore, and other countries, many labeled wedding party favors, gift makeup, or chocolate and sweets. However, when they intercepted some of those shipments, federal investigators say they found thousands of narcotic pills. Records show Segovia trying to blame the drug activity on her housekeeper. She's also accused of using her office at the POA to distribute drugs. When questioned by investigators, the criminal complaint shows Segovia denied doing anything illegal.
Now, the drug smuggling business isn't just for little boys, and there are many dangers that come along with it, like being tortured, shot, robbed, and in some extreme cases, executed. Now, all those dangers would seem like enough to keep your mark ass out of the business. But what if I told you that you could operate within the safety of your own home computer? What's that, you say? The smuggling business might get in the way of your actual job. No worries. Just bring the files to work. And that's what Joanna, aka SCARFACE Segovia, did, according to the San Jose Police Department and the feds. Okay? So this is ridiculous. This is insanity. Okay? Look at this lady. Look at her. Look at the earrings. She got the nice little earrings and things probably cost, a few thousand. She don't have the cheap makeup on. Her hair's done nicely. She looks like somebody's grandmother. You know what I mean? Is this somebody's grandmother up here? Can somebody come get your grandmother, please? All right? Because this lady right here is not just going to yard sales. All right? Let's keep it 100. This lady is not looking for knickknacks. Okay? Although knickknacks and things and such have been sent to her house. Okay? And we're going to hear about the reasons why them type of things are being sent to her house and what's actually inside of them. But this lady is 64 years old. Okay? 64. Now, I want you to think about all your grandmothers out there. What is your grandmother doing right now? I mean, I picture a grandmother, maybe she just woke up and, maybe she cleaned up a little bit, or, maybe she's sitting on the back porch having her coffee, in her robe, minding their business, reading the paper, or feeding the birds, or something like that, right? But this lady is out there pushing fentanyl, okay? So that's insanity. 64 years old, okay? That means she was born in, what, 1959, okay? My dad was born in, what was he born? 1952, I think. So, they're like the same age. You know what I mean? That's crazy, you know? She's damn near pushing 70 while out there pushing Fenty. You heard me? Like, this is the real champion right here. A real Kaiser Soze, if you will, right? So let me get a little bit serious, all right? Uh, this is a case where, greed and stupidity meet up, and then they start hanging out together, you know? Uh, this 70-year-old grandmother is an executive police union official that had been working as such for many years, okay? And for whatever reason, she decides to get involved in the fentanyl smuggling game and made rookie mistakes like sending text messages and emails talking about her dealings. All right. So that's rule number one. Don't talk about your business, right? And then rule number two would be like, don't be advertising it. All right. You don't talk on the phone and you don't send text messages or emails, and you don't want to leave a trace of what you're doing. You don't, and everything's a big digital footprint or whatever it is nowadays. Everybody's whole entire lives are lived on top of a freaking app, or you know on a page, a web page, and emails and stuff like that. Like, it's just no privacy. You think you're deleting something and it just never goes away. Okay, these are 100% facts. All right, just because it went away for you doesn't mean it's going away from the web. Okay, like, so keep that in mind. You know, but anyways, now her computers are at home and excuse me, her computers at home and at work have been seized by the feds along with her cell phone and records. Okay, so they got all her shit. All right, they got all her shit. So there's no way to dispute anything, or that's not me, or you know whatever. So when they checked the cell phone, agents found her messages on WhatsApp. Okay, I don't know if you guys know what WhatsApp is or whatever that is. I'm not sure if you're really familiar with that, but I'm not really familiar with it. But apparently, that's how they freaking, they were seeing where her transactions were, her dealings or whatever, her drug dealings. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you guys ever use any of these apps. Again, I'm showing you right now that it isn't safe and you're being watched. You know what I mean? There's no privacy. All right. The only people that you're hiding shit from is maybe your significant other or maybe a friend or something like that. You're not hiding nothing when there's something serious happens. Somebody dies or an extreme amount of money or drugs or something like that. Like, you know, so just be careful. Okay. So it also says that she was sending and receiving funds through Cash App. Now that's a big one right there, right? That's a huge, 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 huge deal right there. Okay, because everybody's using Cash App. You know what I mean? So just know that's being tracked too. So all your little street drug dealings and all that shit, that's all gonna be on Cash App. All right. You get like you guys all, oh, just cash at me. Just cash at me. Everything's cash at me. Like when I was back in the days, like everything was cash. Or you get it on the cuff and then pay for it later at a safer time. Nowadays it's, oh yeah, just cash at me. Everybody's just types in all their fucking, excuse my language, but all their numbers and you know uh, account information and all that shit, and then that's it. Like whoever can hack it, if you're a hacker or whatever, you could just hack into somebody's shit, and that's what happens. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's insanity. You know, I can't stress it enough. Like it's just dumb. You know, but yeah, just be careful using the apps and stuff. You know, so. Anyways, she would order thousands of pills, thousands of fentanyl laced items regularly, right? So there was like one story that I read that she had like a clock or something shipped to her house, and the clock had actual fentanyl laced inside of like the the hand dials or whatever, and all around the frame and stuff like that. So that's kind of that's actually kind of creative. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. We have seen that before. Drug smugglers, baking stuff in the statues and stuff like that. And I always found that to be interesting. I thought that was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. Even though it's messed up, you're committing crimes and shit like that. I thought that was pretty creative. You know what I mean? Imagine you could use those skills to, like build a house or something. You know what I mean? Go do something positive with that, get that positive money, get your taxes back and all that, have the government offer you, but it's just not how it is, but whatever, moving along. Uh, they actually have this lady's messages from, what was it, from 2020 all the way up to good old 2023. And Homeland Security has learned many details and have large pieces of evidence to destroy Mrs. Segovia, aka Scarface. I'm calling her that, guys. I am calling this lady Scarface because she is Scarface. Like she's literally bringing in all the fentanyl into the United States and then other countries outside. And I remember maybe it was a few weeks ago. I woke up and then I looked on my phone and I seen um, large fentanyl dealer caught or whatever, apprehended or something like that, right? So I was like, oh shit. Like I looked at it and I was like, oh shit, and I didn't really think about it too much, but I was just like, watch it be like some government shit. The government's definitely gonna be involved in it. And then sure enough, a couple weeks later, I wake up and I look on my phone and there she is. That her face is the first one, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. It was just, I couldn't believe it, you know. But you know, there's always a twist to like stories like this, though. That it's never cut and dry, and like when people like this are involved, they look at it. When people like her are involved and they got a lot of money and stuff like that, a lot of could a lot of people's lives can be damaged um that are around her. It's that ripple effect, right? So she definitely doesn't look like she wants to go to jail. Let's just keep it a stack, right? Um, they would probably torture her in jail, but chances are they probably put her in like a cupcake camp or whatever, like Martha Stewart, but maybe not because she was dealing drugs. She's dealing drugs. You know what I'm saying? So that's like that could be like a different level. She might be like, you know, she might be considered one of the wolves now, so they might throw her in there, and them girls are gonna tear her ass up, boy. Woo, doggy. All that money that she got, she gonna be getting extorted, trying to come out of the cell. You can't come out of the cell. You gotta pay to come out. You know what I mean? Pay for this, pay for that, pay for the shower, pay for the phones. You know what I mean? You get stored, you gotta pay everything. You know what I mean? Pay everything back to the block. You know what I mean? She'd have to PC her entire business. She'd have to, shit. You know what I mean? It would suck for her. Yeah, I just think it's funny. You know what I mean? Like, there's definitely a plot twist. Yeah, I mean, you gotta love those plot twists. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? You have to, and I'm gonna hit you. You know what I mean? Like, really, right now, you're probably asking yourself. You're probably thinking, like, you know, yo, Hank, uh, if she got caught with drugs getting shipped to her house, and they have all the computers and her cell phone information, shouldn't she be fried? And that's the same exact question that I was asking. But then I gave myself a double thought and remembered how situations like these go with people like this. Um, and the answer is, yeah, you guessed it, not necessarily. And she's definitely finna pass the blame and take everybody else down with her. You know what I mean? So that's definitely 100% a fact how this is gonna go. Like, I can't even stress that enough. Like, this lady is, look at her, such a shame. You know what I mean? Such a shame. Now we sit there and we give all these people that don't have money all these lengthy ass drug sentences and all that shit. I'm very interested on seeing what's gonna happen with her. Okay, I'm very interested. And I'm sure everybody else is now too, because now we know exactly where all the fentanyl in the United States is, how it's coming in, and it's coming in from this lady right here. Yes, somebody's grandmother. This lady right here. All right. So, anyways, she's trying to blame uh she's trying to blame her freaking she's trying to blame her housekeeper conveniently. Like, we've never seen this before. Like, we've never seen this. Oh, it's the housekeeper. Like, didn't Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, he had something with his housekeeper? Oh yeah, he had a baby with his housekeeper. That's right. Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever seen that kid, but he definitely looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, only Mexican. Like, he's a splitting image of him. He looks exactly like him. It's so funny. He's like the Mexican Terminator, man. It's hilarious. But yeah, they always try to blame the housekeeper. The housekeeper always has something to do with it. Or I think that's it. That's wicked funny. You know what I mean? But you know, there's really no way that this lady should be getting away with anything, especially since they have a lot of information. They got a lot of evidence. Excuse me, a lot of evidence uh, from her cell phone records and her computer records that she was using at home and at work. Okay, so that's how dumb she was. She was using the computers at the police freaking association. You know what I mean? Like, every top cops walks through there. Everybody's using, all the cops are using the computers and all that. Like, so she obviously isn't acting alone. You know what I mean? She doesn't seem like she'd like mastermind all this by herself. You know what I mean? But she's definitely up there. She's one of the top people, and she's definitely gonna snitch. She's gonna rat and tell on people that are higher than her. But she's definitely a big fish. And this fish definitely needs to get fried. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's what I think should happen. But, you know, life doesn't always happen like that. You know what I mean? Uh, a man once said, grab her in the pussy. You know what I mean? And he said that while he was under investigation and doing just that. And then the next thing I know, the guy was the president of the United States for 4 years. For 4 years, you know what I'm saying? So anything's possible. You understand? Anything nowadays, depending upon who you are. You understand? Like I couldn't say some shit like that. They'd immediately, oh my God, he's a predator. Throw him into the jail, like under there, and then build another one on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that type. But you know, I don't know anymore why I just kept, bro. Like I just really don't know. You know, things are getting real crazy out there in the world. You know, everybody should, you know, pay attention to their loved ones, take care of their family, stay out of trouble, you know, stay in your lane, mind your business, you know, and then just sit back and watch it and let the real people who are destroying America get caught up and get thrown in the jail. All right. Because you, as one of them little drug dealers, right? You might think, oh, yeah, I got a kilo, right? That's a lot. Okay. So you might think you're doing your thing, right? And then you get caught with it. And now you're doing Fed time. You know what I mean? You're screwed for like 20, 30 years or whatever. You know what I mean? Whereas this lady right here, who's already established, has freaking shipped freaking millions of kilos, and she does it way faster than you. And she does it right directly to her house. She doesn't even have to move. It just comes right to her door. Or if she's at work, she could just get it sent there, and she isn't going to do any time. This lady right here isn't going to do any time. I'm betting she isn't going to do any time. Okay? It doesn't matter what this lady did. All right? She isn't going to do the time. All right? It's going to get passed down because shit always rolls downhill. Okay? Say it again with me. Shit always rolls downhill. Okay? So if you're at the bottom of the barrel, guess who's gonna get the most shit? Okay, that's just common sense. All right. So, but yeah, I don't know what the hell's going like really going on this earth. You know what I mean? Like just when you think you've seen it all, and you know you turn on the news and you're looking for a top story, you see a lady looking like one of the Golden Girls hustling fentanyl. You understand? Like when I first seen that lady's picture, this is who I thought of. And that's a whole fact. I'm like, what is Betty White? I thought she passed away. She out there hustling fentanyl. Now she hanging with Tupac and them on some island or whatever, and they just hustling and something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know if you know, man. What do you think? What do you think, man? What have we learned? Right? What have we learned? I don't know. This world's just crazy, man. But whatever. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment, like the video again. You know what I mean? Just keep liking it. And make those bells rock. I mean, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I think I'm getting a little bit better. But yeah, maybe the next one I'll make it more more popular or whatever. Because right now I'm just doing the news. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.